Hello, mi gente. This is Marvin Felix with Tampa, Florida Life. I'm a local realtor here based in the Tampa area. So we are continuing on with our series highlighting the communities and the amenities of a place called Riverview. So we're gonna continue on with the Riverview series. We'll probably do about 25 videos here in Riverview and continue up north until we get to Tampa. So you can see behind me a great backdrop, a huge pond that abuts the community that we're actually be touring today. So normally I've been doing driving tours. Today will be a walking tour. So we are in a community called Valhalla. It's a townhouse community. I actually consider a luxury townhouse community simply because they have attached garages, and the end units there actually have 2-car garages. So we're really close to the 618 expressway. So it's really close. It's great for those who are commuting to Tampa. We're only probably about 15 minutes away from downtown Tampa from here. So although we're really close to the expressway, it is super quiet. It's further back removed enough to where you don't hear the noise. There's a lot of tree coverage that act as a buffer. So it's a great area for those who are looking to get close to Tampa, but don't want to be in Tampa and have a little bit more tranquility. I mean, look how quiet and serene this is here. So we'll do a walking tour for this community, mostly because it's to get my steps in. That's one thing, get my steps in. And also, since it's a townhouse, the houses here are a lot closer. And it gives you a great idea of what it looks like. So that's the marquee sign there. Continue on. So this is a gated community. You can see one of the entrances here is decked out in the holiday decor. And I was driving around, I saw like 2 mini clubhouses in the community. They're kind of banked with the mailboxes. So that's the mailboxes there. And I'll show you just quickly the pool area. Right there, which then gives you further look into the pond. I'll show you the other side. And there's some green space like we have here. Nicely shaded by the trees. So as I've mentioned before in past videos, I love communities that have mature trees like here. It's a great, looks more like a community, number one, more established, more mature community. Provides a lot of shading, so it's gonna save on your cooling bills. And then it creates sometimes a canopy also. So this community, like a lot of other communities, they typically have 2 types of trees. They have these, the magnolias you have here, and then this oak, this type of oak tree we have here. And I believe they're native here, and therefore they do better, and they don't bring in invasive bugs to the community. So they're approved by the county. So we can see here just what these townhouses look like. So you can see they are quite spacious. They have their own driveways, 1-car garages with interior units, and then the exterior units have 2-car garages. Now, one thing I have found in other neighborhoods, those oak trees there, a lot of times, so you see this little median strip here? A lot of times in communities, they're planted there, and it's about 3 or 4 feet wide, and those oak trees there are planted in that median strip, and as they mature, especially this size right now, they end up causing damage to the sidewalk and driveway. So you can see in some communities that are a little bit newer, older, you'll see uneven pavement and sidewalks, unfortunately. So that's something to be kind of wary of when you see that. So for any buyers who are buying into a newer community that has those trees planted, just be aware that that can intrude upon the pavement and the driveway and sidewalks. So if you can get approval from your HOA to replace it, they typically have a list of trees that you can replace it with, because that's going to cause damage in the future for these new communities that have these trees either in the yard. I've seen some where either those magnolia trees or the oak trees are planted close to the like 10 feet away from the foundation of the house. Once again, that's another thing to be wary of. Wonderful community here. See how big they are. So these homes were built between 2005 and 2006. And the townhouses here range in size from, on the small end, about 1,100 square feet, to the larger ones that are just over 2,000 square feet. And you also see that the units here, they're typically between 2 and 4 bedrooms for the larger ones, and they'll have 2 or 3 bathrooms. So the side that we're looking at right now, they back to one of the many ponds here in the community. So I'll give you a quick peek in the backside. You can see they all have screened in lanais. So there's still one of many ponds here. It's not that great of a view because it's a little bit overgrown. So another thing to make note too is, so these homes are around 17 years old or so. And what I'm starting to see here is that a lot of the units here are starting to get their roofs changed over. So that's why anytime I'm working with any buyers, I'm always cognizant, and I let them know about any homes that are between the age of 15 to 25. It's important to see whether or not it has an original roof or if it's a new roof. Because that affects many things. It affects whether or not you can get insurance, number one, because some insurance providers will not insure you if you have an old roof. And even for those who do have coverage for an older roof, your coverage will be higher because of that. And the other thing to keep in mind, you have to budget to replace that roof sooner rather than later. So you're getting hit twice. Once with the insurance costs, and then 2, having to replace the roof. If you can't get it covered by insurance due to like a storm or some other natural disaster, you're paying for that out of pocket, which can get quite costly. Something to be wary of. So as we are walking back to where I parked at, and we're seeing the other side of the street, what we can go ahead and do is start going over the local numbers as far as sales here within the community. Give you an idea of how the local real estate market is here. So it's pretty active community as far as sales. So what we have here is for active properties, meaning on the market for sale and available for any buyer. We have 6 active properties. They're all 3-bedroom, 3-bath. The smallest one is 1,644 square feet. They're asking $289,000 for it. and it just came on the market about just less than a week ago. And the larger unit that's available is also, once again, 3-bed, 3-bath, 1790 square feet. They're asking $352,500, and they've been on market for just over 2 months, so a bit longer. And then we have 2 pending. The one pending we have is 3-bed, 3-bath, 1644 square feet. They're asking $299,900, and they were on the market for 40 days before they got a contract. The other unit that's pending is 1717 square feet, and they're asking $300,000 even, and it took them 46 days to get a contract. So in this area, around 54 days is average, which of course way longer than it was earlier this year, and then also in 2022. And then for anyone looking to purchase a property here in this community, there are 40, I'm sorry, the sold ones, we're going over the sold now, give you an idea of what the pricing is like. So we have 45 that have sold. The smallest unit is a 2-bed, 3-bath. They're asking $239,000 for it, and they sold for $235,000. So a $4,000 discount, and it took them 48 days for them to get that contract. And then the most expensive one is a 3-bed, 3-bath. It's 2,100 square feet, so larger end unit ones. And they were asking $374,900, and they got $374,900. So they got the 100% of the asking price, and it took them, took them 238 days of being on the market before they got that offer. So that's interesting. There's typically, the longer you're on the market for, the less or more you have to discount your house in order to sell it. These folks were adamant about getting the price, and they got the price after about, what's that, 8 months or so. So anyways, so I'll focus back around, give you one more look at the pond here. So that is the market here in Valhalla. If you have any questions about anything about this neighborhood, or interested in seeing a property in this neighborhood or any other neighborhood in the Tampa area, be sure to set up an appointment with me. There's a link on the descriptions that has an attachment to my calendar. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe to this page. Show me a little bit of love. Let me know that you are out there watching these videos. All right, well, mi gente, that's all I got. So any questions, let me know, all right? Make it a great day.